All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to be intrepid explorers, but not of some dense jungle or a vast ocean. No, we're exploring a landscape that's way more complex and mysterious. The wilderness that's right inside our own minds. We're going to use some really fascinating lyrics as our map for this very personal journey.
This line, it really sets the stage, doesn't it? Right off the bat, it tells you this is not some straightforward trip with a GPS. It's a journey into the unknown. You're going somewhere that's not easy to get to, a place where you pretty much have to feel your way through. So that brings us to the big question, right? What exactly is this wilderness? I mean, what are we really talking about when we say inner landscape? Let's unpack that a little bit.
Okay, so first things first, we got to understand the territory. The way these lyrics frame it, our inner world isn't something that you need to tame or control. Instead, it's this place of real, genuine adventure and pretty profound discovery. Just think about what that definition means. It's untamed, it's creative, and it's filled with both uncertainty and infinite possibility. So we're not talking about some neat, perfectly manicured garden here. This is a wild, dynamic ecosystem of thoughts, feelings, and brand new ideas.
And these traits, well, they pretty much tell you what it takes to travel there. This inner world isn't on any map, so you've got to be willing to get lost. And it's a place for intrepid spirits, for people who are brave enough to explore without knowing for sure what they'll find. So, if the mind is a wilderness, how in the world are you supposed to navigate it? Well, that brings us to the nature of the path itself. This tells us everything. Navigation here isn't about what you can see, it's all about instinct and, well, acceptance. Walking blind doesn't mean you're helpless, not at all. It's about relying on senses that go beyond certainty. It's about trusting the process. Now, this is such a powerful idea. I mean, in our day-to-day lives, getting lost is usually seen as a failure, right? A mistake. But on this journey, it's the whole point. Getting lost is the adventure. That's where all the unexpected and amazing discoveries happen. And this is where we hit a major turning point in the journey. This is where we shift from just being passive explorers, looking at the scenery, to becoming active creators within that landscape.
And wow, what a contrast this is. On one side, you've got a label. It's something external, something someone else might put on you, and it can be pretty limiting. But on the other side, you've got exploring, weigh in, play, an active, joyful, creative process of finding out who you are.
And just listen to these verbs: weaving, navigating, creating, dancing. These are not passive words. They are deliberate, they are artistic. You are the one who is actively building your identity, making your way through your reality, and leaving your own unique mark on the world. So, all of this exploring and creating, where does it lead? It leads to the journey's ultimate revelation. This is that aha moment. This is when the explorer finds what they were truly looking for, even if they didn't know it when they first set out. This is it. This is the core discovery. After walking blind, after getting lost, after actively weaving an identity, the realization finally dawns that the power, the rescue, the solution, it was never somewhere out there. It was inside of you all along. Let's just let that sink in for a moment. It's such a simple statement, but it is so profoundly empowering. The whole search for something or someone to save us, it ends when we discover our own internal strength, our own capability. So, what does this actually mean in practice? It means the goal was never to arrive at some physical spot on a map. The goal was to arrive at this understanding. It means realizing that you are the one holding the map and the compass for your own life. But wait, the journey doesn't just end with that discovery. There's one last really crucial transformation that happens. The explorer takes on a totally new role. They become the storyteller. See the shift in identity there? We go from being an explorer to being an intrepid reporter. We're not just experiencing the wilderness anymore. Now we have a new job: to document it, to interpret it, and to share its story. And this is the final layer of empowerment. We don't just live our lives. We get to create the meaning behind them. We get to frame the journey. We choose what it all signifies, and we craft the very story that defines us. And these are the tools we get to use. Our narrative isn't just a simple recap. It actually shapes our memories and our future actions. Our perspective is that unique angle that only we can provide. And when you put them together, they form a good story, one that gives your life coherence, meaning, and a real sense of purpose. So ultimately, what we see is that this isn't a linear path with a final destination. It's a constant dynamic loop. We're always exploring the wilderness of our minds, always creating our identity, and always refining the story we tell about it all. And that leaves us with one final thought to take away with you. If you are both the explorer of your own inner world and the reporter of its truths, then the question becomes, what story is your inner explorer reporting about you right now?